What is going on, guys? Dan with Gear Focus here, and today we are talking about the RED Komodo. Recently we got the chance to actually use the Komodo on an indie film set with Cynical Pictures. We were shooting an episode for a short series for which I'm the DP for, and we wanted to make the episode one continuous shot. And the only way to do that was with the RED Komodo. Now, the set that we were on is for a short series by the title of Kill the Messenger. This is an indie short series for online that we've been shooting over the past few months. Now, because this is a no-budget indie set, we didn't have the ability to rent gear, so we had to use the things that we already own as filmmakers.
Well, as a RED owner, I wanted RED quality. For Kill the Messenger, it's our low-budget web series, and by low budget, I really mean no budget. We knew the Komodo would be great on small gimbals that we already had access to and already had in the inventory. So the plan was get the RED quality, but in a smaller package, easier to use package, so we didn't have to spend any additional parts of the budget on support gear. And so far, from what I saw through the monitor and through playback, I think we got it. I think it worked. I was very happy with everything.
So because this series won't be released for a little bit, we're not able to show you the full clip that we shot with the Komodo, but what I can tell you is that it is a 5-minute long clip that is the entire episode for this series. So we're gonna put the link to Tony's website down in the description down below, and we'll make sure to let you guys know when the full series is available online. Now, another thing we had to do was adapt for power. We didn't have the ability to get any of the BP batteries that the Komodo uses, as they're out of stock pretty much everywhere. So in order to make this shoot work, what we actually did is I ran around with a gold mount battery sitting in my pocket and then just ran a 6-foot cable into the Komodo on the gimbal. This actually worked out really, really well, as it kept the weight of the batteries off of the gimbal and transferred that weight to my pocket where it was easier to be held, and it actually made balancing the gimbal significantly easier. Unfortunately, because of the form factor, we were able to use my personal crane too with the RED Komodo. I'm really, really thankful that we were able to use the Komodo on this, because realistically, we wouldn't have been able to accomplish this shot if it wasn't for having the RED Komodo. Now, on this shoot, we did try to use the autofocus features in the Komodo. Unfortunately for us, it didn't really work the way that we wanted it to, and this could be because of a multitude of different reasons. I'm not really sure what happened, but every time I would push in on a subject or I would change my focal plane, the focus would hunt, and it would go past the subject and then go forward of the subject and then actually hit the subject, and it was just constantly hunting back and forth. Which brings me to the next thing that I want to talk about, which is the app. Now, this app is bar none the best camera control app that I have ever used. It's wireless, but the latency is like next to nothing. And it also gives you a preview of what the camera is seeing.
The app is another strong selling point for the Komodo, because as I was watching the monitor to make sure I was happy with the camera movements and the performances, Cameron, our AD, was pulling focus from the app, which is just amazing. That saved weight on the gimbal too, and having yet another device someone had to manage. So the Komodo, I thought, was the perfect answer, and once we shot it, yeah, it was definitely the perfect answer.
Now, also in the app, you have the ability to pull focus with a focus wheel and also set different focus points. Now, it did drop out in a few spots, but again, it's a Bluetooth app, and it was going through several different walls and quite a distance away, and we were still able to focus pull and set our focus points. And had we not had that option, I honestly don't know what we would have done for this shoot, because I didn't have a way to pull focus and accurately see what I was doing and do the camera movement all at the same time. But again, like I said, this app is by far the best camera control app that I have ever used, and when you use it in conjunction with an iPad, it's actually really awesome, because you can get a decent sized preview of your image, but also be able to control everything around it. So this episode is only episode number 6 for the entire series. And because of the way that we're formatting this series, the lighting and the camera movements are going to change throughout the series. At the beginning, it's not going to look as cinematic as some people might think it would, but that's actually intentional, and it's part of the story, and if you watch the series, you'll kind of understand what I'm talking about there. So for some of the more cinematic stuff, Matt and I have actually been working on a few short films behind the scenes. And we're actually filming our first short film this upcoming weekend back down in Maryland with a buddy of mine that I used to live with. We're going to be filming a skateboarding short film, and it's also going to kind of double as a Komodo versus Blackmagic 6K comparison, as we're going to be using both of those cameras on set. Now, one more thing I want to talk about is the director of this short series, Tony Marion. He is the owner of Cynical Pictures, and he's been a RED user for many, many years. Because he knows the RED ecosystem, it made using the Komodo that much easier on set because it really operates just like any of the other RED cameras. So I want to give a big shout out to Tony over at Cynical Pictures for letting us come on set and record these behind the scenes clips while we were shooting the Kill the Messenger series. Now, after using the Komodo a few times, I gotta say that I am really impressed with the image quality that is coming off of this camera. I've seen some other users put out some videos, most specifically the Jason Momoa short film that he just put out, and the image quality and the depth, like it just looks great. Everything that's coming off of these cameras is really looking good, and a lot of the stuff that you're seeing online is by people who are really new to the RED ecosystem, so they're not really all that familiar with how things work. Now, one of the things we wanted to do by documenting our whole experience with the Komodo is teach you guys some of the things that we're learning as we're going, because we're new to this also. So let our mistakes be your teaching points. Now, if you guys ever see us do something that's really not the right way to do it, or it's the wrong way to do it, or something like that, leave us a comment down below and let us know so that we can make better content. We want to make sure that we're doing things the right way, so if you see something that we're doing wrong, just let us know down in the comments. All right, that's going to do it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button down below. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers before the 1st of November, so if you could help us do that, that would really mean the world to us, and we would greatly appreciate that. As always, thanks for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.